What would happen if you were given control to decide the outcome of the civil war between the Caesarians and the Pompeians? What about being in the ear of the tyrant Sulla? Or will you be able to try to safely steer the Roman Empire after the death of Julius Caesar? I honestly can't say that you will be doing any of this in Expeditions Rome, but I can say that no matter what this game will allow you to do in the story, it's definitely one that you can't pass up if you are a fan of strategy games or history in general. Developer Logic Artists has made sure to painstakingly make a truly interesting historical RPG. Previous games from Logic Artists include two other games in the Expedition series, Vikings, which shows you invading England around the turn of the 8th century, and Conquistadors, in which you play as the Spanish in their conquest of the Aztecs in America. Akin to games like Wasteland and Divinity Original Sin, Expeditions Rome sees you take on the role of a protagonist that leads a party of 4 to 6 characters in a story where you freely move around until combat begins. Combat is done in the traditional turn-based style, but what really sets Expeditions Rome apart is the act of controlling a large army. Early in the game, you're given command of a legion and are sent to take out an enemy force, and there is so much depth in how you go about it. First, you pick a centurion, for which there are several recruiting options for, and whose style of leadership will impact the outcome. Next, you pick a stratagem, giving your army more attack or defense or whatever. Finally, you take the field, and as the battle goes through phases, events occur that allow you to change your strategy in hopes of becoming the victor. Take out enough men, and the opposing army is disbanded, but if you fail to meet that criteria, the defeated men will flock to the nearest allied army and join them, making you face an even larger foe down the line. Throughout all the decision making, you are given other tasks to manage as well, like your centurion's chances of survival, loot opportunity, and even the chance that your centurion that you put in charge becomes insubordinate. This large-scale combat is truly remarkable and is something that I honestly ended up preferring over the standard skirmishes. Another high note that the demo represents is the actual RPG aspect of the game. For being a demo that's only 2 hours long, there's quite a lot of options to choose from. Spoiler alert for those who do not want to hear this, but early in the game, you are boarded by pirates. After defeating them, your gladiator companion claims that the Triarchus, or the Navigator, who was in on it. You are given the option to kill him. I chose to spare his life on the grounds that there just really wasn't enough evidence to justify killing him. Later on, though, I asked him for his help in an assault, and he confides that he had indeed leaked our route to the pirates, and he was looking to make amends by helping us get a massive advantage in the upcoming fight.
I had given our route to the rebels of Lesbos. Since you spared my life, I've laid awake every night racked with guilt. I wish I could make myself deserving of your mercy. If that's all it takes, I shall consider myself twice blessed by the gods for your magnanimity. I will prepare the ship at once and sail to the north of the island. Meet me near Mytilene, and I'll do the rest.
I was genuinely caught off guard by it, but it showed me how even a little choice made such a huge difference, as the ensuing battle had us placed in such an extremely advantageous spot that we won the entire engagement in 2 turns. I would say that the one thing I would change would be the ending of the small-scale turn-based skirmishes. In one mission, you're tasked with rescuing a commander and then escaping from a battlefield, so you physically must run out and come back, showing pretty good use of the overall map. In another mission, you are tasked with lighting ships on fire, and while I was ready to set the final ship alight, I was really anticipating the tough fight back out of the city that just never came. The moment I lit the second ship on fire, the enemy just ran away, which seemed illogical and anticlimactic, as my own units were really close to death and I was worried about how I was going to get them out of the fact that they were basically surrounded. This could be something that gets rectified later in the game, as the difficulty will likely ramp up, and the mission with the boats was really only the second mission you take, so it's understandable. Overall, I am very pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed this demo. I would say anyone who likes Roman history or games like Wasteland needs to give this a shot. This game releases on January 20th, and the demo should still be available for anyone interested in it. Let me know what you think below, and I may even end up making a Let's Play series out of it if people want that. Either way, that'll be it for this video, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, be kind to one another.